What the fuck is that? Not me!
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! How the fuck am I supposed
Where are we
to
at?
defend your ass? How the fuck am I supposed to defend your ass? Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
He's every...
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Today, we are here to finally
I'm not
arrest
going home,
the
bro. I'm
man
sorry.
known as Diddy Disciple for going on a quest to revive 445. First piece of evidence I would like to use in incriminating this man is this nutsock that he left upon the trail to EDP's resting site. This is a commonly used alchemaic what's it called?
Alchemy?
It is a alchemaic base for reviving the dead. Because you can never get anything in life without giving. So he's trading the life held in said
Yes, the law
sock
of equivalent exchange.
for EDP's life. It is
Wow.
damning, to say the least.
This is a constitutional law. Okay, this is strong starting evidence.
It's a
What do you have to
So-
say about it?
What I would have to say, and what evidence I would like to provide, while in fact there was a nutsock involved, it has nothing to do with that, and the evidence that I have based off that in order to defend my client is the fact that Smelly did.
Oh,
So because
how does this relate?
Why are we looking at you like that?
fuck!
You gonna get me out of here, right, man? You gonna get me out of here, eh?
Order.
Okay.
Order the court. Order.
So the reason why the reason for the smelly day actually comes from him using the nutsock to relieve himself. This was after his first encounter with actually becoming a Diddy disciple. It has nothing to do with the revival of EDP or anything like that. It was simply the initiation to being a Diddy disciple. That is my evidence, Your Honor.
Stop farting the court. It's getting smelly in
fuck.
here.
Motherfucker.
The evidence presented is smelly enough.
Shut the fuck up.
My bad, bro. I'm sorry.
One more word out of you.
Your Honor, I'm making a sick ass beat.
Okay.
I have finished with my evidence. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. All right, Your Honor. Now I know that he is trying to spin the smelly day in defense of him, but I'm sad to say that it is only more evidence that he was planning to use alchemaic solutions to revive EDP 445, and I have even further evidence of this. By showing up with the Coochie Man, he would have appropriate mana to commit such atrocities as raising the dead. Not only raising the dead, but raising the dead of a known pedophile. I rest my...
Wow. So he uses the Coochie Man's mana in order to revive.
Yo, can you tell this dude to stop looking at me? He's staring right into my soul. Whenever y'all are looking, he's staring at me. Tell him to stop.
Trying to silence the
Please.
witness.
Okay.
He's looking at me. He's looking at me.
So, Your Honor, there's no way for my client to even really need the Coochie Man's mana, as he has the full Goku aura. So he can completely manifest anything that he wants to. If he wanted to revive EDP 45, he would have done it.
EDP?
No. He could have, but he's chose not to. That's why he hasn't been revived yet. It's why it hasn't reached that point. The only thing that he did in fact do, Your Honor, is create some stank hoe panties. That is what he used his mana for. See, my client has a bit of a stinky fetish, which I could see why it could be assumed for him to have some relation to the Coochie
Oh
Man, Your
my
Honor.
fucking
So,
god, bro. Your Honor.
so that is my evidence, Your
You bitch,
Honor,
bro.
and that is my rebuttal. Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Snake!
Now,
Oh my
while
God!
he may have tank fetish, that is surely true, and the Goku aura, I'd like to play biblical greed. Because of the client's biblical greed, there's no way he'd use up his Goku aura to revive. He wants to keep his aura so he can keep manifesting his stinky fetishist ideas. And for another bit of evidence at this,
Oh, come on.
he also regularly eats Indian street. This is known to only be available to evil warlocks and alchemists. Because no
Yes,
regular
I have
person
heard
could
the
ever suffer
evil
through such a meal.
Warlockians
I rest.
consume this food.
Oh my God!
You make a very solid case.
Oh! My fault, bro.
Your
Continue.
Honor, speaking of Wallachians, my client actually is allergic to the Wallachian sauces. Every
Oh.
time my client has had Wallachian sauce, he has gone into shock. Basically, his entire body becomes paralyzed. He is not allowed to be anywhere near it. And another reason why I know that my client is not responsible for this, my client is in fact one of the main founders of the notorious Ram Ranch. So he has no need for EDP. He is already a Diddy disciple, which I will not be defending in this court. He is one of the founders of Ram Ranch. He has his own methods and ways of doing things, but my client simply cannot defend or wants nothing to do with EDP 45. My client doesn't even like cupcakes, Your Honor. So therefore,
What is this nigga talking
he can't
about,
be
bro?
guilty.
I don't know. This motherfucker
And-
be speaking out his ass.
I would actually like to call my witness to the stand, if possible.
Oh shit, is that me?
So that way he can.
Is that me?
There you go. If
I would like to call my witness in, Your Honor, to state his side,
an
and I would like to ask him a few questions as well. Mr. Peepee Head Squad, were you
Yes,
present
prosecutor.
on April the 12th, during the time in which the said event happened?
Actually, yes, I was. I was outside of the area of the alleged revival spot. Yes.
Okay. And did you witness? I'm sorry, my client being there.
Honestly, I didn't really see anything. It was kind of just like an empty field of twisting grass. I didn't see anybody there. I didn't see any cars. Yeah, it was just kind of an empty field.
Got you. And did you smell any sweet, foods or beverages or anything like that in the area that might indicate
Actually,
cupcakes or anything like that?
I'm gonna be so real with you, bro. The only thing that I smelled was like the smelliest fat dude I ever seen, bro. I kid you not, bro. There's this big ass fat dude who like walks around and he fucking stinks, right?
Got
And
you.
I don't know if it's his dick, I don't know whatever it is, but something fucking stinks about this nigga. And I smelled that
Okay.
exact same smell.
Okay. And did you see any, I don't know, green 45 football team T-shirts anywhere, or anything in relation to that present in said field?
Actually, no. I haven't. I haven't seen anything like that. No.
So, Your Honor, I would like it to be made note, my client was not seen at the scene of the crime, and there was no evidence
You got
pertaining
something to say,
to
nigga?
EDP's
Putting the finger in the air.
being revived, other than a stinky fat man.
Can you not hit
So
me, bro?
there's not enough proof here to say that my client was responsible for this, or that he even did it.
Well, that is a very convincing argument.
Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence. Call in.
Yo, can I go back to my seat?
No. So, Your Honor, he says that he was never near the field, but there was found a used tampon said field
Wow.
in the grave site. We all know that used tampons, especially, can be used in alchemy to perform Bluetooth ceremonies.
Your Honor,
Bluetooth.
objection.
He could have never
objection.
been in the area and still committed the alchemaic
Honor,
atrocity. And to
I would
prove
like
so,
to bring up the fact that
I'd like to call my
that can
witness.
actually relate to the stank hoe panties, Your Honor.
Yeah, don't fucking interrupt me, bitch ass. I'd like to call in my witness because my witness has has proof as well that they were trying to commit Bluetooth alchemaic solution.
Witness to the stand.
Miss Detective, is it or is it is it or is it not true that you detected high amounts of mana near the residence of Mr. Diddy Disciple?
Yeah, I had my monitor detector, and that bit was just going haywire. It was like on my detector.
Is it also true that you saw the coochie man entering said man's residence?
I didn't see the coochie man, but I did smell a really bad odor. It was probably from a really fat guy.
This is just evidence of Diddy's spirit being not only within this in the field where his body has been laid, but the spot of the alchemaic solution. I feel that this can be nothing but the man trying to resurrect EDP5. And I feel that
Judge,
this is
I would like
clearly
to ask
a
the
guilty sentence.
prosecution's witness one question.
Order.
Uh,
Okay.
Bitch, mate.
Your Honor.
May-
Okay.
May I ask
Time
him
for
one question?
Closing statements.
let him go
Beginning with
first.
the defense.
As far as closing statements go, I would like to say one thing and one thing only. My client, in fact, did not do it. Like I said before, the reason for the tampon has to, in fact, do with the stanky hoe panties that were manifested with the powers of Goku. I already reiterated that the nutsock has correlation to his stinky dick because that is part of the initiation to being a Diddy disciple. So all of that is just besides the point. It has nothing to do with everything that has been brought forth has no relation to EDP, but rather everything has to just do with him being a Diddy disciple. Him being one of the founders of Ram Ranch. Him being allergic to Warlockian sauce, it doesn't make sense, Your Honor. There's not enough evidence here. My client is innocent.
Okay. Is that all for your closing statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I am so sorry for sleeping, but this lie that he's been trying to spin has utterly just put me to sleep. With all the evidence that I've put forward, it is clear that Diddy Disciple has been not only clearly going on a quest to revive EDP-445, but is on the very precipice of actually succeeding. I feel that if we do not get him in behind bars now, that grave consequences will be upon Earth. I think this is. Well, let me not say that because then you're gonna fucking. All right, that's my closing statement, Your Honor. Please stop bullying the witness.
Yo, stop hitting me, bro.
Say that again?
This is witness him. I'm
just do
gonna
that?
tweak out and switch
do
this
that?
entire courtroom if you hit me again.
What was it, one?
Who threw that paper at me?
Don't even hit me, bro. It wasn't even me,
Did
bro.
you just fart at me?
No,
Yeah, you're
I
correct.
would never do that.
Your Honor, this is further proof. The prosecutor is tweaking. He's clearly on something.
What tweaking?
All of this evidence could be brought up.
What?
How do we know these? How do we know he's not on his? He's off his schizophrenic meds. How do
My
we know
meds have
he's-
nothing to do with my evidence. Your Honor, make the call.
How do we not know that he didn't just make up this evidence on his own?
My meds have nothing to do with this, Your Honor.
Okay.
Totus
Okay,
bumped
then
us
one
out.
last question for both sides.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you rather eat mac and cheese What would you rather eat? Chicken pot pie.
Mac and cheese, Your Honor.
Chicken pot pie, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Planet Insanity to reduce the judge agreed and sent them to an asylum where they were stuck for life with the roommate convinced they were the reincarnation of a cursed toaster. Over time, they started to believe it too. Oh wow.
I'm not gonna
okay.
lie, that's what he
Yo,
deserves
play
though.
again and return.
200